Hi, welcome to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. It's been a really long time since I've been doing anything on YouTube. It's been a crazy couple years, and today is my birthday. And although it is almost 9 o'clock at night here, I'm drinking coffee to have the energy to do this reading. Last year, I had planned to restart my channel again on my birthday, and I had some friends over for dinner, and my one friend said, Najia, is today really your birthday, or is it another day this week? And I said, no, today's my birthday. Today's the actual birthday. And she goes, Keanu Reeves and you have the same birthday. And I thought, oh, that's so interesting. Um, I thought, well, last year I thought, well, if I get the energy up, I'll do a reading on him because it'd be kind of interesting to do that and restart the channel because that was kind of my goal last year. But it was another crazy year. But here I am, and hopefully over all the surgeries and all the issues, and able to connect with everybody. And I have restarted doing readings for the general public a few months ago. I'm working for a wonderful company called Angel Heart for You in Benicia, California on Mondays and Tuesdays. And I'm working, I'm trying to think, what is their time? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like confused about my time and their time. Yeah, 7 Pacific. Because I'm over here in Philadelphia. So if you're booking on their website, uh, you can book between 3 and 7 p.m. And if you want a reading with me, other days of the week, I'm available sometimes. And you can book with me here on Eastern time. That's how I think. Morning through, through about 9 p.m. at the latest on certain nights. But like Fridays, I mean, I really more like mornings would be best. Here on the East Coast, I would have time because I teach at night or do other readings. And I'd love to read for you because I really help people shift their energy. Um, you'll get things in the reading that you may not be so happy about, but that's all just a mirror for what is going on in your life and what you're putting out there, what you're creating. Nothing is like the doom and gloom of this is going to be it. You have control over that, and it's a really nice tool to reflect back to you. How you doing? How you doing? Just like you put a mirror up, and you could put makeup on without a mirror, and then all kinds of craziness could look funny. And then if you put makeup on with a mirror, you're like, oh, that's how I'm doing. Maybe I'll adjust this, right? That's what the tarot is like. It's just a reflection, and then you can shift it anytime you want. So because I have the same birthday as Keanu Reeves, although we are born on different years, we are both born on the same day. And I thought I would do a reading on him, although I don't read celebrities. It's not my area of interest, but he has good energy. So I thought, "Oh, I'll give it a shot. I hope I have his permission. I'll take it down if there's an issue." But I have a friend that actually he was his client. Uh, he was her client for one day, and she says, he's so nice. She kept saying, he was so nice. He's so, so sweet, really, really sweet. And I said to her, I said, Jen, I bet he makes up for all the other clients who don't quite, treat you so well or understand what you do as a massage therapist. Lucky her to massage him. And she goes, no, he was wonderful. He did make up for it. She's a healer at heart. And not everyone understands that. I'm a healer at heart and an artist. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm a healer and I'm an artist. So, and like any artist, I can move energy, as a healer artist. And I'm here to help you tap into yours. And please give my channel a like so people find me. And if you can subscribe, what the hell, just hit the subscribe button. It's free, and make a comment. It really helps the channel. It helps people find me. But anyway, here's my first reading in years on YouTube, and among other things, dancing and whatever. I hope you enjoy it. This is for entertainment purposes only because, I'm not really reading for him. He's not calling me up and asking me. So, but it will give you an example of how I read. If you're thinking of hiring me, you can kind of see my style and how I tap in, so, yeah, so that's about it. So one of the things I like to do, because I have my rituals, I have my seashell filled with sage, and I like to cleanse the cards before I read for people and myself, okay? And myself. And sage is known to clear positive and negative energy from, you always want to clear the negative energy. And I have Palo Santo for that. I have Palo Santo. Helps me clear anxiety as well. I did that earlier. A little bit around the back of my neck, front of my neck, around the head. But right now, I just want to smudge the cards because they have the last person's energy on it that I read, so you can, one of the easy ways to cleanse is with fire, right? So I'm just gonna hold the cards over this. I guess I'll put it down so you can see what in the world I'm doing, right? So I'm cleansing the cards for lovely, lovely Keanu. Using some sound vibration, the bells, to help as well. Those bells are from my friend Omar. He's an amazing belly dancer here on the East Coast. And a dear friend of mine, he's given me the most incredible gifts. Although that one was a while ago, I have some nice gift back here, a big bouquet of flowers from Rachel, my student. Thank you, Rachel, for the flowers and the edible fruits and the chocolate cake and the non-alcoholic champagne. I'm so spoiled. She's like one of my dance children. I just love her. She's, oh, anyway, dance sister, dance child, whatever. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. All right, so anyway, here I am. I'm going to tune in. I'm going to ask for, I always like to ask for divine white light protection around me and the person I'm reading in order to connect my guides to their guides for the highest good. And I always ask my clients to kind of say an internal prayer. And there is no such thing as time in reality if you know about science. So even if you're seeing this later, or it still works, even after the fact. So anyway, just take a deep breath, and I'll start shuffling. And then I like to do a just I'll go down here so you can see my shuffling. I I do a reading based on the Celtic cross meanings. So those of you who study tarot or other readers, readers love to watch other readers. Hopefully that's not too loud as I speak. But readers love to watch other readers. And readers love to hire other readers. I get a lot of readers call me, and intuitive people. They're looking for validation. I call other readers. I have a hard time reading my own cards. I'm too biased. You know, I like to have a clean point of view and have another reader read for me. And so anyway, I'm gonna just be quiet a moment, okay, as I shuffle. Let me just turn this up because I know that looks bad. And I'll shuffle up here the rest because I don't think I need to reverse them anymore. Just listen on the inner. Listening on the inner is really important. Listening on the inner. So, all the big mistakes I ever made in my life was overriding that intuition or not taking the time to listen. Being too busy, busy Virgo. Busy Virgo, run, run, run. Work, work, work. So always just calm down, go inside, listen, breathe. I feel like something's happening soon. All right, I hope that's it. Is that it? Not sure, but I usually ask my clients, and it always works out that I did shuffle the cards right, but I can't ask Keanu, did I shuffle the cards, or is this is this making sense? Because I do, cold readings on people. Oh wait, that might be it, right? That one. That might be the one that starts it. Is that it? It's hard to talk to the camera and listen at the same time, but let's go with it. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful. Let me just move this back so we could see more. It's a beautiful card to start a reading off with. That's a significator card. And this is what is causing the problems. Conscious thoughts, subconscious thoughts, recent past, near future. Something that represents Keanu and his environment. Hopes and fears and final outcome. Whoa. All right, I don't know. We'll find out if I did this right. Listen, I know he has a lot of fans, since I don't have validation from him, I'd have to rely on the comments from his fans if any of this makes sense. Okay? Sorry, my camera. I'm trying to get my cards available. Everything's kind of tight here on my set here, and I've had a busy weekend. I went to a crystal cave yesterday for my birthday. My dear friends came with me, and my one friend got the idea to take me and treat me and lavish me with beautiful, meaningful gifts, as well as bringing me to the cave. And then my other friends all made this great potluck, one at their place, and we had a vegan potluck. It was great because, I love animals. We all love animals, both to me and my friends. And even if everyone's not vegan, they'll do the vegan potluck. So anyway, okay. The significator, I said, this is such a beautiful card. This is the star. And it's a major arcana card. It is a card that, represents your hopes and your wishes and your dreams. And, if this reading is accurate for him, fans, let me know what's going on in his life. If you follow him on your whatever he's got putting out there, he has a lot of wishes he's making to have a change in his life. There's something that he, for all the success and talent and everything he's got, he has something that is bigger, and he's reaching out across the ethers. He's keeping this within him quiet, in the night, right? And within his heart is like reaching out to the stars, reaching out to whatever light there is out there, right? From his inner light to the outer lights. And he's putting a note out there to fulfill his dreams, which, even though it looks like, he has a lot of success, it's still not as satisfying as he would like it to be. And I know as you get older, you're like, oh my God, the clock's ticking, the clock's ticking. And even though you have a lot to be grateful for, life has its challenges and the clock's ticking, and you're like, wow, am I ever going to get this that I really want? And there's a certain alchemy that goes on in this card, in the star card, which is again a major arcana. This is like a major arcana card, which is like highly important to start off the reading with. So, which makes sense because, people make wishes on their birthday. So it's his birthday, and people think about what are their hopes and what are their wishes. So it really makes sense out of 78 cards, and this came out upright. So that's like 156 possibilities, right? That in this one position, that is the most important position for the reading, like saying, what's this reading about? This reading is about him really searching out in his heart what his real true wishes are, okay? And there's a certain alchemy. So one of the things I see that he has a lot of earthiness in him and water in his astrology, which also shows in the cards, right? The earth and the water, the alchemy of the water signs and the earth signs. Has a lot of Virgo. I think he has a stellium in Virgo. I saw it like last year when my friend said that we had the same birthday, so I looked up his chart, and I was surprised to find out he's born in Beirut. Born in Beirut, like my best friend. Fatty's my good friend. And so I was surprised because I know he's Canadian, so I was surprised. But anyway, now what's crossing it, what's making the obstacles happen in his life that's not allowing him to achieve his goals in life, So he's got the Knight of Swords, right? And in reverse. Even if it were upright, the fact that it's the obstacle card is it will always be read in reverse to a certain extent, but it is truly in reverse. And there's, I don't know, there's something going on in his life that's blocking him, that's very pushy, aggressive, like really, this knight is charging forward, like, "Wah!" And a little brash, right? But it's even more so in the reverse position. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm having coffee at 9 o'clock at night, but because I'm determined to do this on my birthday. All right, so there's a lot of obstacles. There's a lot of interference. Brashness, like, oh, cutting words. Like swords are air. Swords have a lot to do with like vocal communication. Things that are cutting. Things that are cutting. Swords. Like, so also an obstacle. Well, if it were a different kind of sword, it could also mean surgeries and things like that. But there's a lot of chaos. That's like, there's a lot of chaos and aggressiveness and pushiness. I could see that keeping him from his dreams because he's a celebrity. Oh my God. You know, um, it's hard. I think it must be so hard. People, uh, I don't know. I think they can push their way toward him. I know the paparazzis would do that, and that would, if you're always like running interference in your personal life, how can you ever have the personal life that you want? You know, it's 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 really, really hard. So I could see that, like, wow, how can you ever achieve those simple dreams that we have since we're kids, like the things you really want, that you really resonate with and want to create when you constantly have that interference. Now, conscious thoughts, excuse me, I'm itchy. Conscious thoughts, there's, you know, cons thinking about money and what he's built and what he's achieved, um, right? I'm sure he's built a lot of wealth because he's very, very successful and not just famous, but I think he's also very successful. Some people are famous, but they're not rich. I know rich people who have like no money because they spend all their money making their art, whether it's music or dance or, you know, visual artist. Um, but I have a feeling he's got a decent, it's also saying that, right? Cards are saying he has the wealth. Um, Consciously, he's showing like, building that castle, cultivating the wealth, working on, he's a worker. He's a Virgo. He's got lots of Virgo in his chart. He's a worker. Virgo is like, we work, 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 work. That's all we do. And that's another thing that can interfere in your personal life. You work, 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 work. It's hard to make time for self-care. Now, in the subconscious, and this is kind of interesting because in the conscious, I hope you can see these cards and they're not reversed on video, but the subconscious is just like radical. It's like radical. It's like somebody, in the reverse, he wants to do something like totally different. And you know what? Maybe, and oh, it's a major arcana, by the way, the Hierophant. Number 5, he's ready for change. Fives are change, right? So, anyway, he's thinking of doing something radical, like that's like kind of goes against, it's like rebellious and unconventional. So maybe in regard to like what, like unorthodox and, different, like different, but I did hear that like, regarding wealth, like the normal thing would have been to take a movie, Speed 2, and make, I don't know, millions of dollars because the first one was successful. Then he did, years ago, he did something very unorthodox against convention, and he was in a small theater play in, I think, Canada, like Shakespearean play, for like very little money. So that could be like, I really admired that he followed his heart. That it wasn't about the money and the fame and da da da. It was like, oh, what do I want to do? You know, I wonder if he had a crush on someone there, that he was like, oh, I'm not doing that movie. I got a crush on someone in Canada or something. Who knows at the time? No, I don't know what, I don't know why I said that, but anyway. So, so he's on the subconscious, it sounds like, and let me know, fans, please, in the comments, give me validation because I can't get it from him, that he wants to do something really different, you know, perhaps career-wise, or money-wise, because this is your earthly resources. It's also your body. Pentacles are like anything that requires you to sustain yourself on planet Earth physically. So money, of course, shelter, da da da, and um, taking care of your health. So this is something really different. And in the recent past, I mean, this sounds like him. He is the King of Wands, right? He's like really, he's the king, right? He's like the king of Hollywood, right? And he has so much passion, right? He's like always going, right? And creating. See this wand, and it's got all the creative little leaves sprouting from the wand. So even though he's a mature man, the king here, right? And Keanu, I think he's turning 60, if the internet is right. It's a big year for him. So it's showing the virility of his creativity and passion. And that this man, I don't know, he's pretty indestructible. He can walk through fire. He's got the salamanders as his symbol. He's wearing red. He's got that passion. And he's smart. He's got the yellow, and he's got the crown, right? He is the king. All right. But in the near future, that's the past. By the way, we also have the little salamander on the bottom, his spirit guide, because maybe he's done some crazy things, daredevil stuff, because he thinks he's indestructible. I don't know. But he's got that edge in the past, okay? In the near future, he's taking a different approach, moving slowly. This is the slow night. It's also a very loyal night. It shows loyalty. Does things from a sense of devotion and loyalty. He doesn't go rushing forward. So whatever move he's doing, he's thinking about this really different. He's doing it in a way that's he's not being rash like all the forces that are going on with him. He's approaching this with a certain amount of thoughtfulness and to keep his wealth, like, even though it's very different, to build new wealth. It's like more like new money, because it's the knight and not the king. So maybe it's a different creative venture that also brings in money, right? All right. So anyway, this is the card that represents Keanu and how people see him. And it's the sun. It's a major arcana, but it's in reverse, Now, he is definitely a brilliant sun. You can just tell from, when you feel his energy when he comes across on a talk show or something like that, haven't really seen the movies, the, the blockbusters. I've seen some other movies, um, but I haven't seen the ones he's famous for. But I've gotten to see him in movies. I've seen him on talk shows, and you could feel that he has a light that he carries, but it's diminished when it's in reverse. It's like it's not complete. Again, it's not completely fulfilling, right? And I heard about these sad Keanu memes, so maybe this is why people see him as the sad Keanu, because this is kind of saying this brilliant person, but he's sad, right? I don't know if he's really sad, but that's how this is just saying the card that represents him. And it shows, like, how he may see himself or how others see him. Okay? But particularly, maybe how he sees himself, it really represents that more, like something is not quite as fulfilling as he wished it would be. He's done a lot. He's done a lot to shine brilliantly. But not everything is as brilliant as it could be. There's something, again, missing there. And his environment is another major arcana. It's like, I don't know what's going on. This is a rough card. Oh, you know, um, this is like a number one card. Like that's like your new beginning, right? So there's something about in his environment, like wanting a new beginning, and but it is having difficulty manifesting. There's a lot of insecurity. There's like rashness. There's delays. Like it's just not like it's a lack of manifesting is what's going on in his environment. And these two cards together, between what I said about the beginning about the hope card, making a wish upon a star and really looking and seeking that, trying to find that balance, that alchemy, and then having like this obstruction constantly at him. So I could see how these two cards play out, right? And because the magician has all the tools, and you think like, oh, he could manifest anything he wants, right? In the upright position, the environment is ripe for manifesting anything, through like your communication, through your heart, with the cups, through the staff, and the swords which are on the table, and then you have the magic wand, you have the infinity sign, you have like everything like available, but there's something nasty obstructing it, right? There's something not so great in this position. And in the hopes is like, I'm in the hopes is like, and fears. This will be more of a hope card because this has a very positive meaning. It's looking for, that kindness in the heart, right? It's like being able to give, right? So this king is very giving, gives his love out. And I imagine that without having any feedback from him, but please, again, fans in the comments, this is the king that wants to give. And so I'm assuming that he wants everything to be successful so that he can keep giving. Like there's something he wants to give. He wants to give from his heart, and he wants to be able to sustain that. But again, we have this energy, It's obstructing him from a lot of things. And then what we have in the final outcome is the Four of Swords. And, that is like a total retreat, like really needing to meditate and slow it down. Remember, this is obstructing him, the rashness. Run, run, run. Da, 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 da. Right? Just like keep going at it, and it's just harsh. It's also a sword, but it's like charge, right? And that could be his own energy, like going at things, like constantly overworking. That could also, I mean, I assumed it had to do with like people coming at him because he's a celebrity, but it could also be him not slowing down and taking it overboard, to where he can't achieve, what he really wants and needs for himself, So this is the card, when you have to rest, right? You have to rest. You have to take time out and meditate. And if you don't, you're forced to do it. Like you are so forced to take that time out, like it could hit you like a ton of bricks. And you are like forced to really other things can happen that impede. So the message is he's avoiding self-reflection in the final outcome. So he's taking things slowly. In the near future, he slowed it down a little bit. But, we have this obstruction card in having him achieve his hopes and dreams. And but he's avoiding self-reflection. So if I had him as a client, let's pretend, he called me for a reading. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, but what I tell my clients is when you get this card, you really need to slow down and go within. You're avoiding it. You really have to listen to your inner guidance. And a lot of times, if they are calling me, they're trying to tap into some inner guidance. But anyway, I'm going to pull some clarifiers on that. Also going to look at the here and now, which is the bottom of the deck, right? Bottom of the deck. We've got this feminine energy that's alone. So it doesn't necessarily mean a female. It could be a female, feminine, nurturing aspect of him that is very generous to others and is kind of feeling a little isolated, because nines are the alone card, 9 of coins, pentacles, also called pentacles. And temperance is, oh God, we have these alone cards. By the way, we also have the hermit. That's the Virgo card. And it's the number 9, right? As well, it's a major arcana. So, right now he might be kind of reflecting now, seeking enlightenment. That's what the hermit does. But in the long-term future, he's not doing enough of it, right? So maybe because his birthday, he's contemplating, right? We also have another major arcana, temperance. Now this one it's related a bit to the star because there's certain alchemy. The first one that I pulled, right? There's a certain alchemy between, earth and water and heaven. So he has guidance. Let's just look at this beautiful card. Listen, look at that beautiful card. You see the rays of illumination from the angel, from heaven, and the wide wings spreading to envelop whoever they're helping, to create balance. He's trying to create a balance here, the angel for Keanu, right? And it's something that it looks like he's seeking is balance. Definitely from this reading, it looks like there is a need to seek balance. And these beautiful yellow flowers, the water, this bridging of heaven and earth and water, the cups, you know, really having that synergy of what you want in your heart chakra, because the highest part of your soul is within your heart, and that's what should lead you more so than your brain, right? We should go more to our heart and listen. So that's what's going on in the here and now. And one more thing is like a Queen of Wands negative energy. So this is somebody in his environment that is very charismatic and creative, and also similar to him, can walk through fire. She's like the pair to King of Wands, right? Just him. But she has like a negative, nasty energy. Like, you know, she's the queen, but like when it's in reverse, it's, you know, even though there's like a nagging and like creative block energy, you know, nagging, like feeling, you know, feeling unworthy can be nasty, you know, like tantrums, could be tantrums. So that's in his environment, possibly someone that's like that. Um, and love is on his mind. We have the lovers also at the bottom of the deck. So that's in the here and now. And I'll look for some clarification on the final outcome. And a little message from Spirit. And so I'm going to clear these cards. These are beautiful, gilded. I don't know if you're interested in the deck. The other deck I have is like the standard wider, I can't speak. Uh, wider weight. Oh my God, I'm tired. But that's this one. Divine Illumination. I love this on angel numbers because I get lots of angel numbers from my dad who passed away every day for 10 and a half years, 3 times a day, without fail. Every day I get the numbers, the 111, the 1111, the 1212, 222 from my dad since the day he passed. And, you know, I think it's from him. I sometimes feel I can hear him. So anyway, one of the things I do when I read people is sometimes their departed ones come through. I never, you know, I'm allowing that part of me to happen. And in fact, I had an episode just, I have to tell Rachel who gave me the flowers, her mom came through today, Tabitha came through. I have to text Rachel and tell her that her mom came through to me today and wanted her to work on the journaling communication for her. But anyway, people's deceased ones sometimes come through, and they're guides. And even though I struggle myself with life, it's so, why is it so hard? Why are so many challenges? But when I read for other people, I get physical, you know, I mean, you know, spirit comes through like physically through my body. I mean, I've had loved ones kiss the back of my neck, hold my shoulders, and, you know, go inside my heart, and I'll describe that person or their guide, and then they'll tell me what that means, because it won't make any sense to me, of course. I've been allowing that. It's a little hard on me, but I've been allowing it, you know. I kind of been trying to shut it out for decades because it's hard to get through life. But then if you're a psychic, it's okay to do that. It's not interfering with your job. It's actually a good thing for your job. But anyway, I just wanted to tell everybody that no matter how hard life gets, because we're going to have quite the rest of the end of the year. And I'm going to do some readings on that because it's going to be some really challenging times. I've had a lot of visions and dreams, and I kind of want to get some detail on them because just to help people heal and calm down about it. So one of the things I want to tell everybody is that you really have a team of people behind each person, because every time I read for someone, there's so much help on the other side, and all you have to do is ask. You can ask those who've passed away who love you. You can ask your guides. You can ask your angels. You can ask the highest. Anyway, here's his angel number message. I've got 404. I don't know if that number means anything to him. One time I pulled this number as a clarification for a client, and she goes, "That's my address." So I don't know if that's his address or whatever, but she's like, and then I read the message and she goes, "Oh my God, that's so spot on. It's so spot on." Anyway, this one has tenacity, so I'm going to read it because it's not like tarot with definite meanings. Well, actually, angel numbers do have definite meanings, but I have not memorized all the definite meanings of thousands of angel numbers combinations. But anyway, there is this angel hovering over someone working really hard, right? And there's the swords, usually represent communication. Your unwavering commitment and diligence have nurtured a strong foundation for your journey ahead. Do not let fear cloud your vision. Your persistence and consistency in aligning with your higher purpose will bring forth a bountiful harvest. Nothing is impossible with your indomitable will. Oh, remember, he's got that card for himself, right? So nothing's impossible with his indomitable will. I also got right under it, felt like I should bring this to attention, that this was meant for him too. This is number 1, new beginning. And it shows someone sitting, meditating in front of a lotus, I believe, like an angel, and just getting very centered, which is the message for him. Slow down a little bit and get centered. Your energy is fertile and brimming with potential, Keanu. Or anyone who wants to take this message, because sometimes, even though I'm reading for him, you might hear this video at the right time, and this could be meant for you, because angels speak through many means. Anyway, so Keanu, you have a new beginning. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, right? 60th, I think. Your energy is fertile and brimming with potential, ready to bring forth new creations. Each moment presents us with the opportunity to embrace our true essence. I was just double checking. I'm hoping I'm recording. We're almost at the end of the reading. I was terrified I didn't hit the record button. All right. I know that happens to so many YouTubers. Sorry for the interruption. Anyway, each moment presents us with the opportunity to embrace our true essence and nurture our growth in every aspect of our existence. Let your spirit soar and find joy in every step, for there is a miracle in every new beginning. All right, I have one more affirmation to pull. So listen, you got to contemplate. You got to slow down, go within. That was clarification, about your tenacity and thinking about your new beginning. And anyway, I'm going to go put these aside. And got the mandalas. What's this one I love? I got this. I was having a mermaid retreat down in Cape May, and I would always go to this one New Age shop, and I buy decks called The Guardian. So I'm not having the mermaid retreats right now since the pandemic is kind of taking that on a side note. But anyway, I still managed to get down there this year. I went camping for the first time in my life, um, with another Virgo friend who got me camping. The one that had the big crystal cave idea yesterday. It was a great idea. And I'm going to just sage these cards. Okay. Find the message for him. And or you, if you're seeing this, you may resonate with the message, you know? It doesn't just have to be for Keanu. Hey, if it's your birthday, too, let me know. Right? And let me this is his card right here. We'll see what it says. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. Okay. Wow. I thrive in the new and unfamiliar. See, new beginning. Remember we just pulled that? Expanding the loving, expressive influence of my soul for the highest good. All right. I thrive in the new and unfamiliar, expanding the loving, expressive influence of my soul for the highest good. So what's new with you, Keanu? I may have to go find out because there's some new stuff going on here for you. New beginning on your birthday. Some new things. Oh, but you know, he had that King of Wands card. He's highly creative. I do know that he is talented in many different forms. He's channeling that creativity through many means, not just acting. So I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I don't expect to do celebrities again, but I had thought, of showing people how I would do a. So I just that's just a general reading. If somebody came to me and I usually speak to people on the phone. And actually do phone readings the best because I have no obstruction. I can just tune into spirit, and then it's actually people think if they come in person it's going to be a better reading. I'm like, no, I actually charge more because it's harder on me physically, psychically, because I have to like work harder to put the human out and just go on the inner soul and the guides. But when I do it on the phone, it's actually, I really connect and get a lot of details. Um, so I do hope you contact Angel Heart or just contact me. I will put my information. My information should already be in the description about page with my website and phone number and all that. I believe it has my phone number. Um, but calling is not a good idea. Maybe texting, emailing's good. Um, you have to really go on the website to look at options. And I will put the link in if I can get my specific link for Angel Heart. If you would like to book with me, 3 to 7 p.m. on a Monday or Tuesday Pacific time, I read for them. And it's not that I couldn't read for you earlier in the day through my own website, but if you want to be guaranteed, you can go right on their website calendar and book me, and you'll know you're getting a reading. It'll be scheduled. And I'm a little harder to reach sometimes and get back to people right away. If you have an urgent need, I have to fit you in. Please like, subscribe, and it will make sense to hit the bell for notifications, because I'm going to be doing some collective readings, like different kinds of readings. Oh, I digressed. I meant to. Okay, Let's stick to one topic. I'm going to be doing readings for the collective, meaning if that video shows up for you at that day, it's meant for you. It's meant as guidance. It's like a way of tapping in. But also, I was thinking, let's see if I have the energy. I might use Keanu as an example to do a love reading and a career reading because those are the two big reasons people call me. Like, I'll do a general reading and because they don't know me and they want to trust me and then I'll give them all these details about their life because I'm connected to them and their guides because they're yearning for that connection, so it's been pretty good, the readings I've been doing lately via phone. Because it but then they might say, oh, I want to have a love reading or I want to have a career reading, because a number of things will come out in the general but they want to get more detailed and specific. So that's on a lot of people's minds. So I might use him as an example during my birthday week. We'll see. I'm a little uncomfortable reading for someone who's public and not calling me. Maybe I'll, you know, but you'll kind of see more of what I do for the collective, and you can take that for yourself. You can take that for yourself as guidance because we all have our angels and guides trying to like reach us and say, we're here for you. We got your back. I see it all the time and I should never worry. I get so worried. I'm a worried Virgo. Ugh, worry, worry, worry. And then every Monday and Tuesday, I'll read for people and I'll get I'll get their people coming through. I'll get their people and their people who've passed on and their guides and angels. And I'd be like, oh my God, don't you worry. I know you're going through this hard time. I see it in your cards, but they've got your back. They're there to help you. And, if I see it all the time. So whatever you're going through in life, people out there in my audience, and if Keanu ever sees this, whatever you're going through, realize you have you have your angel. By the way, that was in the reading. His angel did show up in the reading in the here and now, guiding him, trying to help him balance out his life and create temperance balance. So I hope you enjoyed this, and feel free to contact me if you want a reading or a dance lesson to move energy. You'll see it on my website. I'm quite the dance teacher. I'm a really good dance teacher. I know I teach belly dance, but if you have difficulty with basics of any kind of dance, I can really help you discover within your body on Zoom what to do. All right, so take care. God bless you. And remember to slow down, everyone. Take a deep breath. Listen to your intuition and guidance. It's all there for you. As things get a little changed on planet Earth in the next year and a half, especially the next few months, realize that everything's going to be fine. You have a team that has your back. All right, bye.